The meme coin market has a very much preordained, devious plan behind it. Now, I don't want to really put a lugubrious, sad tone on this meme mania right now because the market is wild, it is full of opportunity, and things feel great and euphoric again. But I do want to talk about the reality of the meme coin world and actually highlight the mistake that you are making that allows the smart money and the whales to be making millions, effectively using you as potential exit liquidity, while the retailers and the normal consumers usually go broke because of the overall hype, the FOMO, and just because a lot of noobs enter the market around this time, because understanding a meme coin is simply easier these days than understanding a very technical layer 1 infrastructure token, which actually has tons of fundamental value and utility back behind it. So yeah, the meme coin market is absolutely fun right now. It is sizzling, it is euphoric, but it is dangerous, guys, and you have to preserve your capital for the long-term side of things, because I will tell you right now that this phase that we are seeing, this very, very transient phase, and what I mean by transient is that this pump will only last so long. It only lasts so long, and that is how it's designed. In 2021, Shiba Inu pumped for 28 days, and I expect the same thing again. Do you really want to wait 840 days just to get or potentially make your money back just because you bought at the very, very end, just because you FOMO'd in at the end? Do you want to wait 840 days? Because that is the duration that you have to wait from the top to the potential next top, even if it gets back to the all-time high, which it might not. So I really want to just talk about this because this is important, and I think this has been on my mind for a while, and it's actually a little bit frustrating, and I just think we are making many mistakes that's costing us millions of potential profit, and this is what the smart money doesn't want you to know. So let's actually talk about it, and let's actually break through it. Let's go through each section and why it's dangerous. Now, sometimes low market cap coins can provide a lot more upside opportunity than getting into these large caps like Shiba Inu that have already, if we look at the last month, guys, I mean, look at this, the market cap, 5 billion a month ago, but it went up to 25 billion. It did a 5x. So you got to wake up in these markets. You got to start understanding very simple indicators that can be costing you thousands, very, very irrevocable losses, deleterious effects if you do not follow these rules correctly and these very, very simple parameters. And you've all got the ability. You are all great people. You're all here for the same reason. But one thing that many people don't have, 99.99999% of people don't have, is patience, and that patience is costing you generational wealth. So let's just talk about it. For example, Shiba did a 5 billion to 25 billion. What are the odds of it actually doing? If you bought that top at 25 billion MC, a 5x again to 125 billion. Super low, right? But the thing is, who is moving the markets? It's the Ethereum whales. It's massive influencers. Think about Dogecoin, what happened last time when it was COVID with all the stimulus money. Elon Musk moved Dogecoin to parabolic levels. Nothing else was happening, but he had the ability to make that happen. And these cycles are very short. You see, the meme coin pumps, but then it does go into a lull, in an accumulation phase, into despair, upheaval, anger, anxiety, and just overall extreme fear. But I want to teach you how fear is your friend here, guys, especially in the meme sector. So here is Shiba Inu again. We're talking about that. So think about who is moving the market. It's the influencers, it's the articles that you're seeing, it's the Twitter shilling, it's all this stuff when everyone starts talking about it. And what is very interesting, if you just look at the search volume here on Google Trends of Shiba Inu, for example, or on the worldwide, the last 5 years, look how close and tight these charts are together. Because the more people search something on Google Trends, there is a correlation with the price. And you can see, look, if you go to the very end of this chart, I don't know if you can see, my face is in the way, but if you look at this, you can see that the search volume is just spiking up now with Shiba Inu. And if you reflect to the price is doing the same thing. So you have to get into these coins when there's no interest, when the RSI, or the relative strength index, is reasonably low, and the fear is extremely high. That is the way you can make decent gains here and maximize your upside potential, because that's when the smart money is accumulating, when the dumb money or the normal investors are actually, basically buying. So that's a problem. That's a big problem here. And I want to just go through a very quick presentation I put together for you guys that could really help. So it's a key issue. So here we can see, guys, be accountable. In this meme market, you've got to make your own choices. Don't listen to anybody else. And look, I just go through my comments on YouTube and you start to see stuff like this. Let's go Shiba Army to the moon and beyond. Gotta keep holding. I mean, who are they to tell you to hold? Who is someone to tell you to do, what to do with your own money, your hard-earned money, just because they say keep holding? Well, the reason is they want you to pump their bags because they don't give a crap about you. They're happily going to sell all their bags on you. But you got to think about it. If you did buy down here in the extreme fear zone, in the bear market, you're immune, you are resilient to all these 20-30% moves to the upside, the downside. I'm also going to break this video down into 3 categories of buyers, and I'm sure you are absolutely one of them. I mean, another crazy thing, what Robinhood just did, Shiba Inu to help $1, to help it reach $1 this year. Well, I can tell you for a fact, Shiba Inu is never going to hit $1, at least in the next 10, 20, 50 years. No. Crypto Hype, daily crypto news, shame on you for this horrible, misleading title. It's not going to $1. And also, look at this on Twitter. I found this. You want SHIB to go higher, then tweet just Shiba Inu only. So this is people trying to pump their own bags. They don't actually care about you. If I'm going to be completely honest, they honestly don't care. So be accountable, make your own choices. Don't listen to XYZ. And another thing is, it gets better, right? So let's talk about the types of buyers in the market. The intense FOMOer. Maybe you are the intense FOMOer. And what the intense FOMOer does, they buy around now when the market is super hyped, super greedy. And let's say you did just recently buy into Shiba Inu. Here's a recent chart and you bought maybe a week ago. You're actually kind of like down a bit right now. Or what if you just bought 2 weeks ago? Maybe you're up 20% at best. That's not enough. That's not going to guard you. That's not going to make you immune against this volatility that we're seeing. So that's number 1 type of buyer, the intense FOMO buyer. How about number 2? The next part of this video, if I can actually just remove this, there we go, the smart hodler. Now you are the bulletproof people, guys. Congratulations if you are a smart hodler. What the smart hodler does is they accumulate during times of extreme fear. So for example, if you bought down here at the bottom when the RSI is at its lowest, a bit more on this later and how you can use that indicator to maximize your gains. If you bought down there, then you are still up like a good 4, 5, 6x within the last 2 weeks, which is fantastic. And if Shiba goes down by 20% again, you're still up. If it goes down 30%, you're still up. If it goes down another 40%, guess what? You're still up because you bought when the smart money and all the whales were buying. You bought right at the bottom. And what about the next part? The next type of buyer, the old bag holder, RIP. Unfortunately, it's not a great time to be buying. So if you bought the last previous all-time high, try not to do the same thing this time round. Remember, guys, something very important I want to talk about in this video. So if you bought the last all-time high, you're down 66%. It is just not good enough. Buying at the top is just not good enough, and it's a mistake retailers are making over and over again. So look, you can see right now in the last bull run, Shiba Inu pumped for 28 days and then it stopped and it went down into a low, massive downtrend. Right now, we could speculate that you've only got a while left for this pump. We're about 7 days in. What if it actually ended again in 28 days of total pump and then went down again? I think, we could potentially see all-time high. I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm not telling you guys not to buy meme coins as well, but you just got to consider these things. So that's the old bag holder. Don't be an old bag holder. Don't buy at the top when everyone's talking about it again. So what do you have to do? You have to change your buying behavior. Think like a whale. Be smart, guys. What does this mean? It means accumulate extreme fear and greed index. So the fear and greed index is a reflection of the social sentiment. It's an analysis of how the market feels. So if we look right here, you can see this is the crypto fear and greed index. And something that's so interesting, if you look over here, this highlights basically April, May, June, July of 2021, where the fear and greed index was super low. It was sub 10, so it was super fear, big bear market. And this is when, in June of 2021, Shiba Inu was really low in price. And then what happened? Oh look, the RSI went up, the market got bullish, the price of Shiba rocketed to the max. And these are the people that bought the extreme fear and greed, guys. Let's fast forward to June 2022. We see another opportunity, another window of extreme fear in the market. And this is where you have to be patient and hold for 1 or 2 years. You can see, look, June, July 2022, if you bought Shiba, that's when it was at its lowest, or at least getting towards its lowest. It goes down, down, down. You know, in a bear market, things are boring, things are rubbish. The RSI did creep back up a bit. But, you know, these kind of 10, 20, and anything under 30 usually. Anything under 30 is, you know, the area that you should be trying to accumulate, which would have given you the opportunity to buy Shiba at these lows. And now you can see, look, RSI is back up. The greed is back up. The crypto fear and greed is back up. And look, the price of Shiba is back to astronomical highs. So that's another thing you want to avoid. So what I'm trying to say is accumulate oversold weekly RSI. Remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not saying to do this 100%, but what could help? It's all speculation. And if you look over here, you know, this is the relative strength index. June 2022, Shiba Inu hit a very low RSI of around 30 to 40. And you can see the price was close to a bottom. Fast forward to June 2023, RSI hits a very low 30 to 40, reflecting fear and anxiety in the markets. If you bought then, you're again protected. You're hedged against the downside possibility because you've bought when the smart money buys. You bought when most of the retail consumers feel disgusted and they can only vision like next week. They can't envision 2 years ahead of blockchain, the growth and the future, right? Because they just feel the fear. The fear controls them, invalidates all logical thoughts. And you can see right here, what happened is, oh, the RSI is back up. And this is what we're talking about. RSI is now up to 80 plus. The last time RSI was at 80 plus was over here at the previous all-time high. We're sitting RSI, same area, exactly the same. Tell me that's not exactly the same right now. You can't, because I'm not making this up. This is serious stuff. And this is why I want to put it out there. And you can see, look, getting close to those big all-time highs, which tells me the upside potential is absolutely minimized. Why buy now for a possibility of a 2x when you can buy in the extreme fear, wait for 2 years and make the possibility of a 20x? The smart money doesn't want you to know. The whales don't want you to know. The rich people don't want you to know. And unless you learn this, they can keep capitalizing on your unfortunate decisions, I will say, because it's not the time to be rushing in when you've got people coming to you saying, hey, I made this much money on a meme coin, or your hairdresser, oh, talking about Shiba Inu and meme coins again. It's time to get out and start, you know, de-risking, sell some of your meme coins. And, you know, be careful, guys. You've got to be careful in this market. This moves us on to the next part, which is memes pump on. What do meme coins pump on mostly? Market makers, which provide liquidity in cryptocurrency markets, ensuring sufficient liquidity in the order books. They act as intermediaries between supply and demand for tokens, which allows traders to liquidate their positions smoothly. This helps sustain liquidity, you know, buybacks, things like that. Influencers, look at this. Moneymaker, Avi Lev, Zach Humphreys, Austin Hilton, all great guys. But this is very sensational stuff, and I'm guilty of it too. I'm not going to say no to that because I know the search volume is there, because I can see it on Google Trends, and I know you guys are likely to watch a video, which is fine. We can talk about crypto, but just don't fall for the wrong types of videos. Don't fall for the ones that say, Pepe, going to $1, Shiba Inu going to $1, because you're the one left there waiting for $1, which will never happen. Now you've lost all that profit potential. These markets are designed for you to capitalize on, sell the greed, buy the fear, and don't get left behind, and repeat that every 2, 3, 4 years if you can. Influencers, very, very big red flag. Articles, guys, absolutely. Did you know an article only costs $6, $8, maybe $1,000? So $600 to $1,000 to get an article written up by some of these, you know, article sites right here, like Crypto Potato, CoinDesk, the Crypto Basic. That's not a lot of money to a whale that's got millions of dollars, and they can order 100 articles to spin a certain narrative to push the market in the direction they wish to. Kind of similar to a corrupt politician. Nah, we'll just, you know, pay a bit of money to this, we'll push that agenda. Oh, I'll pay you $200K a year so you can push this false narrative, which you know is not correct, but you're going to do it because the money's good, right? Same with the news sites. Exactly the same. Put a little fat disclaimer there, you know, so they're not, you know, giving financial advice or whatever. And again, that will push the market in the direction that they want it to. So I just wanted to talk about that. So what does this mean? Number 4, the last part of the cycle, the last thing to move the meme market is you, and obviously the people that aren't so well educated in the markets. And it's not a problem. noobs come to the markets, and that happens with all commodities, whether it's stocks, gold, forex. People FOMO for things. So you are the last bag holder now, guys. You are sitting at the top of that chart. You are the one that's made another yacht owner get another yacht, another mansion owner accumulate another mansion because of greed and because of the cycle that repeats itself over and over again, unfortunately. So yeah, and this will of course mean one thing: the golden rule. Not financial advice. Firstly, do not be exit liquidity to someone who is in a much better position than you. Only listen to yourself. Firstly, we get that over with. Secondly, be happy with a bag of profits. Move on, find another opportunity. Don't double dip. Overall lesson: accumulate in extreme fear. Bear markets. There's nothing wrong with that. Bear markets make you generational wealth. Bull markets might make you some money, but they could also cost you heavily. Patience and time in the market equals generational wealth over here, guys. And I think just going through these charts, seeing the same pattern. This is Shiba Inu, the same pattern with Dogecoin, where you have that transient phase, you have that short-term pump where Doge goes up for like a while. In fact, let's look at this particular pump. You had about 35 days with Dogecoin going parabolic. Thanks, Elon Musk. Great one. And now you can see, look, it went for 1,000 days in a downtrend. Are you willing to buy now and have to wait 1,000 days just to get back in when the markets are dead again? It's not worth it, is it? Why not buy in the bear markets? Stop buying now because people are telling you to. And you can see, just looking at the relative strength index, RSI 29 for Dogecoin, Monday 6th June 2022. Let's look at the price, shall we? Let's see what the price was right then. The price was 0.048. Well, guess what? If you bought that extreme fear on the weekly RSI, you're now up 3x. And you're bulletproof to a drop. If the market crashes 50%, you are bulletproof. No one can touch you. You are the bottom bag holder. Fantastic. And we can also apply this logic one more time to Pepe before we sign off this video. If you bought Pepe in the Extreme Fear RSI September 2023, you bought the bottom of Pepe at very low price. And again, look at that. If you're buying in now, you are at maximum risk. Is it worth it? Or take this information in, think about it for the next bear market that's coming, have it planned, and think ahead, guys. Plan the next entry, periods when to make money in life. 2023 reflects a C, years of hard times. Well, the next mega bear market, according to this, is going to be 2032. So also periods in which panics have occurred and will occur again. 2035 for the next one, and then B, years of good times. So 2026 will be years of good times, and then the markets will dip back down. But to find a bear market as outrageous as we just did, maybe you're going to be looking at sort of 2027 or 2032, absolutely, according to this, which has made sense going back 100 years ago. And hopefully, time will repeat, history will rhyme, so to say. And that's what I wanted to put together, guys. I'm not saying don't buy meme coins. I'm not saying don't get involved. I'm just trying to show you what really happens, how the market moves, and why the retail investor and the noobs in the market are the ones that get completely chewed up, spat on. And remember, this market is a dog eat dog, rat eat rat world, and people will pretend to help you, but honestly, they're not there to help you. So be careful out there in the meme world. This is a transient phase. It won't last forever. Always be loyal to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the other OG coins out there that will have much more long-term value, and not those very harsh 95% corrections that happen after a very short-term pump. Anyway, that's a wrap. Like this video, let the world know about meme coins, and try to just think rationally and logically and not with all the emotions. So that's a wrap, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Hopefully see you down below in Jacob's Crypto Clan, which is my Discord of 22,000 members. Consider also becoming a patron if you wish to unlock over 500 trading signals per month, become a crypto legend, unlock early insights to all cool things, stealth launches, DEX launches. They're going to be risky, but so far looking good, and people are happy. They're making money. See you soon, guys. This is a long video. Bye for now.